Hello Stellar Guitarists, I have got such a groovy song to teach you today. We are going to be learning how to play Happy Together by the Turtles. I'm going to be showing you a beginner-friendly version as well as a more advanced way that you can also play the song. So if this is something you'd like to learn today, then let's jump into the lesson. So let's zoom in for a close-up. We're going to need to have our guitar in standard tuning and make sure you have a capo on your second fret so that we are playing in the same key as the original track. So we're going to start off by learning the chords used in the verse. We only need 4 chords. The first chord is an E minor. We then need D major. Next up is a C major. And the last chord we need for the verse is a B7 chord. Now, a B7 chord doesn't come up very often in beginner guitar songs, so I'm going to show you how to play this chord in case you are not familiar with it. So just to make you aware, we are going to count our frets from the capo. So this would be fret 1, this is fret 2, this is fret number 3. So a B7 chord, we're going to take our middle finger and put it into the second fret on the A string. We're then going to put our first finger into the first fret on the D string, and our ring finger is going to go onto the G string in the second fret. This is an easy B7, but if you want to play the full shape, you can put your pinky into the second fret on the high E string. And you're just going to get those treble strings ringing through. But if that is too difficult, you can just play a 3-fingered B7 chord. So our chords again are E minor, to a D, to a C, and to a B7. And we're going to play 8 down strums on each chord. So let's practice that together, starting on the E minor. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to B7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So once you're comfortable with those 8 down strums, we can add a slightly more interesting strumming pattern, which is going to sound like this. Down, 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 up, down, up. Make sure that you're giving it a really nice swung feel. Down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And we're going to play that strumming pattern twice on each chord. So it would sound like this. And to make things a little bit more difficult and to sound more like the original track, we can actually add in a palm mute. So we're going to place the palm of our strumming hand right in front of the bridge. And we're only going to aim for the middle strings when we strum. So we're not going to aim for all the strings. So it will sound like this. From the E minor. Definitely something to get used to and to practice. Now, if you are loving today's tutorial, then I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to find out more about how you can work with me, then you can click the link below this video and you can download some of my free guitar guides, as well as find out more about my awesome guitar program, the Stellar Academy. Your support means so much. I really appreciate it. Now, for those of you who are even more advanced and want to create a little bit more spice and interest in this piece, we can actually play those chords that we use in the verse as power chords. So the power chords we're going to be using on E power chord, which will be up on the 7th fret relative to the capo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to put our first finger into the 7th fret on the A string, and then our ring and our pinky fingers are going to go onto the 9th fret on the D and G string. And we're only going to strum those 3 strings. So that's our E power chord. So that shape is going to be shifted into the 5th fret for the D. We then shift it back to the 3rd fret for the C. And then we're going to shift it back to the 2nd fret for the B. So the power chord would sound like this, starting in the 7th fret, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can add the strumming pattern that we learned with the down, 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 up, or you can just play straight down strums. Completely up to you, and you can choose what level you want to play the song at. Next up, we have the chords that are used in the chorus. So our beginner friendly option, we have E to a B minor chord, which we can play as an open chord, and we're going to play first finger in the 2nd fret on the E. 2nd finger is going to go on to the 3rd fret on the B string, and then we're going to place our 3rd and 4th fingers into the 4th fret on the D and G strings. And this is our B minor chord. It's coming from the full B minor bar chord, but instead of playing a bar, we're just putting our first finger into the 2nd fret on the high E string. We're then going to go back to an E, and we end with a G. So the strumming pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, up. We're also swinging the strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. So really loosen up that strumming arm when playing through the song. So the chorus will sound like this for the easy option. 2, 3, 4. And if you want to make the song sound even more like the original, what we can do is replace that B minor chord with a B7. Now for this specific B7 chord, we're going to need to play a bar chord. So we can go back to that open chord version, and all you're going to do is bar with your first finger up till the A string. And to make this a 7th chord, you're going to lift your pinky off the string. So the chorus will sound like this using that B minor 7 chord. Starting on the E, and we're only doing one round of the strumming pattern on each chord. 2, 3, 4. So those are the main two sections of the song. We have the verse and we have the chorus, and we alternate between those two sections throughout most of the song. And a final fun little section I'm going to teach you to play is the intro, which has some embellishments, but it's going to revolve around the E minor chord. So I'll just demonstrate to you what it sounds like. And that leads us straight into the first verse. So what we're going to be doing is starting with an E minor chord, but with our middle finger lifted off, and we're going to strum and hammer it on. So that down strum, we're going to strum and then hammer it on. Next up, we're going to put our pinky down in the 3rd fret on the high E string for the down strum. Then we're going to take our 3rd finger into the 2nd fret on the high E string for another down strum. So we've got we're then going to take our ring finger off and play an open up strum, focusing on the high strings. Because we, in essence, are wanting to get this to ring out, which is all happening on the high E string. So make sure you're focusing your strums on the high strings for those notes, and focusing your strumming on the low sounding strings for the first down strum, because we're wanting to get that coming through. So it's going to be down, 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 up. The second bar is going to sound the same when we start. We're going to strum with our E minor with a hammer on. So that's the first strum. And then we're going to strum the higher strings, down strum, and then we're going to add our pinky finger into the 3rd fret on the B string for a down strum. And then we're going to take it away for an up strum. So from the very start, so what I like to do, just to break those two sections up so that we don't have too many notes ringing over each other, is I like to add a palm mute in between the two different sections. So the way I would play it would be like this. So just by placing the palm on the strings to stop them from ringing before starting the section again with that E minor hammer on. Next up, I'll be doing a mini playthrough of the main sections that we learned today for the song. So make sure you have your guitar ready and feel free to play this back as many times as you need to. Let's have some fun. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I could call you up, invest a dime, you say you belong to me and ease my mind. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial today. If you did, please could you like my video and subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss any lessons that I release in the future. Your support is really, really appreciated. Now, if you're wanting to take your guitar skills to the next level and you really want to start taking your guitar playing seriously, then I would suggest clicking the link below this video and signing up for my Stellar Academy guitar program. I really hope to welcome you into the course. I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a really great day, everyone. Bye.